Talking about the ballpark. Let's go right to the source himself. A's President Dave Kaval joins us live to talk about yesterday's Oakland City Council vote and what lies ahead. Dave, good to have you with us.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Dave, are you already in Las Vegas? I know you're on your way, if not already there.
No, I'm actually here. We have a couple days of meetings, continuing our process, our parallel process down here in Southern Nevada, looking at sites, meeting with elected leaders, and just seeing what opportunities exist down here for baseball in the desert.
Well, we just heard from Mayor Libby Schaaf. She was at the Howard Terminal. She said Oakland is ready to keep playing ball, but are the Oakland A's, after what transpired yesterday with the City Council, where do you sit right now?
Well, we were disappointed that the City Council did not take up our proposal, which we had out in the public since April. We're taking time to analyze and really unpack what amendments were made to the city proposal from last Friday. That's going to take at least a couple of days to get to the bottom of that. We have our legal team reviewing it. We're working in concert with Major League Baseball. And when we kind of have a point of view on that, we'll obviously, get back to the city as well as the public and the media with the next steps.
Is there a date where the A's just say, we're done, and you begin that full court press? You're already in Las Vegas right now, but will there be a line drawn in the sand eventually where you say, we just can't do this any longer?
Well, it's been a 20-year saga, and I've been leading this for 5 years, and we've put everything into this, blood, sweat, and tears, $200 million. We're spending $2.5 million a month. We're doing everything we can to make it happen, but we need to get to a binding vote. That was something that I definitely did see in the city amendments. There was no definitive timeline to get to a definitive vote, and I think that's a critical component that we're looking for, and we'll obviously be in communication with folks to understand what that could be.
Do you see, 2 weeks, a month? How long? Any idea?
Well, we need to get final votes that are binding. We need to get the environmental review certified. We've been working on that for 2.5 years. Chase Center's environmental review took a year, and they also had opposition. So these things are taking a very long time. We can't let the process be the product. We have to get to the point where we can get a project that's approved, vested rights, so we could move forward with the groundbreaking. And I think what we've been telling the city for a long time is we need that by the end of the baseball season. Hopefully after we're in a World Series and maybe win another one. But that would be a timeline that would work for us.
Well, the mayor brought up one very good point. It's 106 in Las Vegas. That's tough baseball weather in the summer.
Well, obviously, yeah, there are different climates in different parts of the country, and, you need different venues to make that happen. I was down in Texas the other day, and they have a retractable roof stadium, Globe Park. So there's different ways to deal with that, but obviously that would not be necessary with the vision that we have for the waterfront in Oakland.
And what are you doing in Las Vegas right now? I know you have an entourage, you have an architect as well. You're looking at some sites. What can you tell us?
We're meeting with different landowners, resort operators, and casino operators, understanding the different sites, and also with our architect, sitting down and understanding kind of the layout of where stadiums could go on different sites, the view corridors, how the retractable roof would work. So really a detailed analysis and site study so we can understand, what options exist.
And I'm curious, did your phone ring off the hook a little bit yesterday with not a binding vote from other cities like Portland, Nashville, Montreal, to name a few?
Well, we've been focused on these two parallel paths, Oakland and Southern Nevada. We're going to continue to work with the league. They have really dictated the locations in which we will spend our time and invest resources. And we'll continue to work with Rob Manfred, the commissioner, in his office to determine next steps in other markets.
Despite all the stadium drama, your Oakland A's are playing very well. So apparently it's not affecting the team. 55 wins so far, and right behind the Astros.
We got a great season. We got a great team. It's great to see what Bob Melvin has done, skippering the club, and the great players. And, Matt Olson's having obviously an all-star performance at first base. So it's exciting to watch. It was a great 2-game series against the Angels. We swept them.
And I guess, finally, are you hopeful that something can get done in Oakland?
I always remain hopeful. I'm an optimistic person. I put more into this probably than anyone. We'd love to see it happen. We have an incredible vision for the waterfront, a bold plan, but we need to get to the point where we're not just planning. We need to get to the point where we're actually digging in the ground and we have final approvals. And I think this next period is all about that. And we'll do everything we can to analyze what the city past, understand how it affects us and MLB, and get back to the community.
Well, as a kid that grew up in the East Bay, big Oakland fan from day one in 1968, I hope you guys can all figure it out with the city of Oakland. Dave Kaval, President, Oakland A's.
Thanks, guys.
All the best. Thank you for your time.